Black tide vomits the wanderer onto shores of sulfur, ash, and human bone. Torn canvas flapping like shredded skin on a gallows tree against the weeping sky. The towering shadow of the one-eyed titan looms above the cavern mouth. Heavy breath reeking of curdled milk, rancid tallow, and ancient, stagnant rot. Smashing them down onto the basalt floor. Ruination strikes across the damn stone as the crimson tide begins to pour. Bones snap with the thunderous crunch of dry timber beneath the titan's iron heel. He tears through flesh with jagged yellowed fangs, devouring his horrific prize. Gulping down the beast's dark red dripping from his matted, filthy beard. Crimson streams down his air-gate chest as he crunches through the rib cages, crushing the marrow from broken bones, chewing through the shattered remnants. The cavern reeks of open slaughter, bitter bile and shattered strength. Blind the beast, burn the eye, hot olive stake driven deep into the dark. Boiling humor, his tongue glowing wood, screams of the monster shake the subterranean vaults. No man escapes the flesh house untouched. No man walks away unscarred. Blood for the Cyclops, wrath on the stone. In the pitch dark of the cave, the survivors cower in pool. Dark destruction, stepping over severed limbs, shattered jaws, and the remains of the fallen. Odysseus sharpens the olive trunk, whittling the point to an executioner's spike, hardened in the roaring embers of the Cyclops' heart while the giant sleeps. The titan slumbers in a drunken stupor, spewing dark wine mixed with ruined flesh. A fountain of putrid frost splashing violently onto the cavern floor. They heave the sharpened timber high, aiming directly for the single pulsing door, twisting the burning wood deep into the eye socket, frying optic nerve and fat. Viscous fluids burst and sizzle, white hot ash searing through screaming muzzle. The giant thrashes in agonizing torment, clawing wildly at his ruined smoking face. Blinded by the fiery state, spraying dark crimson onto the screaming walls. Blind the beast, burn the eye, hot olive stake driven deep into the dark. Boiling humor, his tongue glowing wood, screams of the monster shake the subterranean vaults. No man escapes the flesh house untouched. No man walks away unscarred. Blood for the Cyclops, wrath on the stone. Clinging to the bellies of thick-fleeced rams, slick with sweat and grime, creeping beneath the blind monsters, clutching shadow-stained hands, escaping the cavern of slaughter, only to sail into witch-enchanted mists. Hey, arises from the ocean floor, an island dripping with black magic and decay. Circe waits with a chalice of golden venom, an enchanted, bubbling sloth. filthy bristles, snuff spurs through agonizing jaws. Spines crack and reform into swine, squealing in horror as the human mind remains. Driven into mud-choked pens, forced to devour bitter acorns of filthy sludge. Her laughter echoes through marble halls, slick with pig filth and human tears, until the Ithacan king trusts the blade of Hermes, defying her wicked spells, forcing the sorceress to her knees, throat pressed against cold, relentless steel, demanding the restoration of his men, pulling them back from the beastly abyss, restoring human flesh from squealing swine, skin reforming bones, snapping back. The mist grows thick, the waters turn to ice, the living cross into the realm of the dead. Prepare the iron blade, prepare the sacrificial rams. The ocean pales as we reach the thresholds of Sumerian gloom. Into the underworld we sail. Sumerian darkness chokes the sky. The black ship anchors at the edge of the world, where the dead whisper from below. Odysseus digs the trench with his iron blade, 1 cubit long, 1 cubit wide, pouring libations of honey, milk, sweet wine, and water mixed with white barley. Then he slits the throats of the black rams, held over the gaping earthen pit. Dark steaming blood gushes, filling the trench with a thick crimson lake. From the underworld they rise, a horde of pale shrieking, headless ghouls, shades of dead warriors, rotting brides and unburied corpses, clawing for blood. Drink from the pit of slaughter, shades of the dead, craving the pulse of life. Tiresias steps from the shadow of bones, prophecy carved in the guts of the slain. Drown in the shadows, bleed for the dead, bleed for the dead. The blind prophet Tiresias drinks the black blood and opens his gaping mouth, spitting truths of doom, of Poseidon's rage, of cattle slaughtered under wrath. The ghost of Anticle appears, the king's mother, weeping ghostly tears of bile. She tried to hug her son, but 3 times she slipped through his arms like smoke. Agamemnon approaches, his ghostly throat slithered wide by his cheating wife, drowning in his own crimson memory, cursing the treacherous womb of woman. from the gloom, preferring to be a slave to a thrall than to reign over these hallowed, rotting halls of grey despair and shadow. Drink from the pit of slaughter, shades of the dead, craving the pulse of life. Tiresias steps from the shadow of bones, prophecy carved in the guts of the slain. Drown in the shadows, bleed for the dead. Before the cavern of Scylla, the ship passed the meadow of the singing sirens. Odysseus bound himself to the mast with heavy hemp ropes cutting into his skin. His ears open to the demonic melodies floating across the rotting grass. The shore was piled high with decaying corpses, ribs poking through yellowed skin, maggots crawling through ears that once listened to the irresistible decay. He screamed to be set free, thrashing against the timber till his wrist bled, while his crew, ears plugged with thick beeswax, rode through the sickening stench. Women with bird claws and vulture wings, picking human eyes from sockets, singing of all the world's misery, while picking bone marrow with filthy beaks. Fleeing the underworld pit, the ship surges toward the razor-sharp straits, where skill lurks in her cliffside den. A six-headed horror of fangs and slime. Beneath the surging foam, Charybdis swallows the sea 3 times a day, spewing black ocean broth and churning whirlpools that expose the floor of hell. Six heads strike like viper strikes, plunging down from the misty mountain peak, each more equipped with 3 rows of jagged, overlapping, needle-sharp teeth. They snatch exhaustment straight from the deck, lifting them screaming into the clouds, like fishermen pulling flopping fish from the water, their legs dangling in air. Scylla crushes their ribs at a cavern mouth, devouring them alive as they shriek, their hands outstretched toward Odysseus, calling his name as their torsos crack. She bites their heads off, first spurting brains and neck blood over her dripping racks, gnawing on their hips and spines, swallowing them whole while Charybdis roars. The sea below turns into a reddish foam of churned water, marrow and torn flesh, sailing past the whirlpool of death, leaving 6 brothers devoured in the maw of the mountain monster. Bone dust on the ocean floor, splintered timber in the violent surge. The sky bleeds black, the sea bleeds red. No salvation on the path home, only terror, horror, and endless slaughter. Escape the sirens, devoured by Scylla, swallowed by Charybdis. The crew bleeds, the ship groans, the end is near. Death reigns upon the wide and dark sea. Thrinacia rises through the salt sea spray. Holy island of Helios the sun. The golden cattle graze on lush hills, immortal beasts sacred to the sky. the meat, but the south wind blows for 30 days, trapping the ship in starving misery. Rations run dry, white turns to vinegar. Hunger gnaws through stomach linings, while Odysseus slumbers in secret prayer. The mutinous crew draws steel. Eurylochus whispers treason into the ears of hollow-eyed, dying men. Better to die in a single wave than starve to death on an empty shore. They drive the finest cattle to the altar, slit their throats and strip their hides. Fat carved off, wrapped around thigh bones, offered in mock sacrifice to heaven. They roast the bloody steaks over open embers, devouring flesh like ravenous beasts. Then the signs of horror begin. The heights creep and crawl across the bloody grass. A raw and cooked meat on the spits begins to moo with lowing, agonizing sounds. A chorus of bovine screams echoes from the roasting fires, reeking of burning fat. Helios cries to the high gods of Olympus, avenge my cattle or I will descend to the underworld and shine among the dead. Zeus crosses the lightning bolt, the sky darkens to pitch black wrath. Death strikes from above, smite the sailors. They cast off from the cursed isle, but the storm overtakes them in open sea. A howling tempest from the west snaps the forest days of the wooden mast. The mast collapses backward into the hold, crushing the helmsman's skull to powder. His brain spills over the tiller, his broken body folded like an old rag. Zeus hurls his blazing thunderbolt directly into the heart of the wooden hull. A blinding flash of white lightning, the ship fills with suffocating sulfur smoke. The sailors are blasted overboard into the roaring, boiling black waves, floating around the wrecked hull like seagulls, choked by smoke and salt, drowning as lightning illuminates their bloated, blackening corpses. Helios cries to the high gods of Olympus, avenge my cattle or I will descend to the underworld and shine among the dead. Zeus grasps the lightning bolt, the sky darkens to pitch black wrath. Death strikes from above, smite the sailors. Odysseus alone clings to a single plank, lashed together with raw ox hide. Driven back toward the jaws of Charybdis as the ocean boils with fury. The whirlpool gulps down his timber raft, leaving him hanging from a fig tree branch, dangling over the roaring abyss like a bat, waiting for the vortex to disgorge his wood. Hours pass in agony until the timber vomits back up from the throat of the sea. He drops onto the woods, paddling with skin peeling in strips, lips cracked and caked with dried brine, stomach burning with salt sickness. Washed ashore on Ogygia's lonely beach, captive to Calypso's suffocating love. 7 years imprisoned in a cave, smelling of cedar and blooming cypress. Weeping on the rocky shore every day, gazing at the horizon with bloodshot eyes, while the nymph entices him with immortality, offering a golden cage of flesh. All companions dead, all ships destroyed, drowned in the belly of the sea. Forged in grief, tempered in blood, the lone survivor prepares to return to his stolen throne. Issachar awaits the master of agony. Issachar will bleed. Disguised as a filthy beggar in rags, the king enters his own stolen hall. 100 suitors feast on his sheep, drinking his wine, defiling his home. They throw ox hooves at his head, laughing, mocking his withered gray beard, unaware that the altar of death stands among them, measuring their throats. Penelope sets the trial of the iron axes. String the bow of Odysseus. One by one, the arrogant princes fail, sweating, smearing lard on the stiff wood. Odysseus steps forward, taking the massive bow of horn and ash in his hands, stringing it effortless as a bard stringing a lyre, plucking the gut string. It sings of death. He shoots the brass-headed arrow straight through 12 axe rings, stripping off his beggar's rags. He leaps onto the smooth stone threshold. The bow trial is done. Now I shoot at a target no man has ever hit. He draws an arrow to his ear and loses it straight into Antinous' throat. The bronze tip punches through the suitor's neck, severing spinal cord and jugular. Antinous kicks the table away, his feet thrashing as a thick pipe of blood gushes from his nostrils and throat, splashing over the roasted meats and bread. The suitors scream in panic, looking for shields on the walls, but all arms were stolen. Close the heavy oak doors, lock the iron bolts. Telemachus brings the spears, Athena raises her terrifying aegis shield. The hall becomes an abattoir, no mercy for the thieves, no escape from the bow. Rain down arrows, splatter the stone. Rushes forward with drawn bronze blade, pleading for his life. An arrow strikes him in the chest, punching through his nipple into his liver. He collapses over the table, head smashing into the floor, his eyes rolling back. Amphimedan falls neck, spear driven through his belly, bowels spilling onto tile. Telemachus runs his spear through Amphinom's back, pulling it out with a wet crunch. Odysseus shoots arrow after arrow until his quiver is empty, then picks up 2 spears. The soothers are cornered like cattle in a pen, trampled and gored without mercy. Bronze point spear skulls, shatter collarbones, split ribs and puncture lungs. Close the heavy oak doors, lock the Years of warm, steaming blood and spilled wine. Groans of dying men echo off the cedar pillars as they choke on their own lungs. The unfaithful maids who slept with the suitors are brought out to clean the carnage, forced to scrub the gore off tables and chairs, carrying armfuls of severed limbs outside. Whoa, watch the harness grab. Telemachus hangs them all from a ship's cable in the yard. A row of 12 women twitching like caught brushes in a net, feet kicking till they hang still. Melanthius the goatherd is dragged to the courtyard for his final punishment. They slice off his nose and ears with a cruel bronze knife, throwing them to the dogs. They rip his genitals out by the roots, feeding his raw testicles to the hounds. Then chop off his hands and feet, leaving his bleeding torso twitching on the dirt. Odysseus cleanses the hall with sulfur and fire, burning away the stench of treason. He stands in the center of the car